Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Mateus. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's lofted through here. Thuram. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Over to the left. Baron. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Cannavaro. And this is Ronaldo. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now that looks a decent ball. Baron. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And Mateus. Boca Juniors finding their passes. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Boca Juniors clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nicely weighted ball. He's found the way through. Seedorf. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao stood his ground strongly. Seedorf. Pirlo.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Cristiano Ronaldo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, well played, well played. Rijkaard. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Maldini. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mateus. Now it's Seedorf. That's tidy. And it's Yaya Toure. Threads one in. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, cracking ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo. Now it's Hullet. That is good alertness. And he's there to retrieve it. Rafael Leao and Mateus. And this is Ronaldo. The goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And this is Zico. Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Número 23. Cambio en Boca Juniors. Número 18.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
So the first goal... Tries a shot! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Cristiano Ronaldo! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Veron. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Pelé. And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Second period then underway. Seedorf. Mateus. Rafael Leao. Very nicely done. And here's Seedorf. And he decides to cross it. That's a decent clearance. Lahm defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Veron. Rijkaard. Played out to the right. And it's made its way to him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Out to the left it goes. Well read, and the danger is averted. Veron.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Pelé. Here's Rafael Leao. It's a threat. Goes for a shot! It's a sharp pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Lahm. Could move up a gear here. Always onto this. And this is Zico. Shot a goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Zico really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this is Pelé. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Pelé!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Might be danger here. Lahm. Oh, easy pickings there. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That has been slung wide. Yaya Toure. Can he get on the end of this? Seedorf crosses it in. He's got two. Goal! Boca Juniors! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen.
Rafael Leao! Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, nice touch. Baron's cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Zico. And here's the chance to counter.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Lovely ball and a real chance! Sticks it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Cambio en Boca Juniors. Número 23.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their
Número
benches.
11. Número
Quite a
13.
thriller this one's become.
Entran.
Well, I think the players
Número
will be
10.
buoyed by the fact that
Número
they've managed to
4.
level things in a hurry.
Número 21.
Tails most
Número
definitely up now.
24. Se está realizando un cambio.
Bale has got himself a free kick. It's Pele! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Ambitious ball here. You can run onto that. No, that was never going to make it.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's on it. Can he get away? Can he finish? In for the pieces. It's in. They've done it. It was coming. They have their reward. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next...
He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step...
He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Boca Juniors give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
4 added minutes on the board. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Is there any support? He might not need it. Shot could be... In he goes again! And there goes the final whistle. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Terrific recovery, a really fine win. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started.
Well, a quick look at this lineup and Pavel Nedved jumps higher than the rest.
He'll be involved in more or less everything they try to do going forward.
Yeah, he has all the ingredients to serve up something delicious, and we can feast our eyes on a truly great competitor.
Nedved calmly anticipates. Neymar running with the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice looking ball. Good ball over the top. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Vai proceder uma substituição. O número 20.
So changes already, that is a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And now the breakaway. And it's Lam. Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Ronaldinho, and he's got shot a goal! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting. Well, a great chance! And he hits the net! And they've got their lead back! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Vieira. Nedved. And that is expertly dealt with. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, that pass isn't the best. Vieira. Now it's Eto'o. Ronaldinho. And it's Vieira. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Beckenbauer, looking for the run. That's good vision. And this is Ronaldo. That's very neat. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Messi. Hoisted in. Tries to get it clear. That'll be a throw-in.
Vai proceder uma substituição. O número 22 abandona o relvado e vai entrar
Oh, he had to make that, and
número
he did make it. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Beckenbauer. Vieira. And here's Zico. Gullit is the guilty party there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zico tries a shot! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And it's Beckenbauer. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Gullit. Out to the left it goes. Oh, that's a key interception. Beckenbauer. Costa Curta. And it's Nedved. Vieira cuts it out. Lahm powering forward here. Lahm has it out wide and in space.
Vamos ter 10
Lahm,
minutos
just like
de
so many of his
compensação.
contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Vieira. Lahm. Here's the whistle for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Vai-se proceder uma substituição. O número 18 sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar
So
com
off we go once more.
número 26.
And it's Lahm. He's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Always onto this. And he's managed to get free. Messi. Now here's the delivery. Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear. Foot in. And this is Eto'o. Neatly clipped into space. Messi. Now it's Cantona. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Cantona. He won't be happy with that one. Vieira. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
There's a sharp little ball here. Shot could be on. Nesta. Messi. Now it's Eto'o. And here's Ronaldinho. And this is Eto'o. Tries to cross. And that has been cleared.
Este jogo teve uma
Zico.
distância de 29
Looking for a runner.
514
That's good
metros.
vision. Messi! Just cruising! They are cruising! Irrepressible, imperious, that's what makes him what he is. And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. It's starting to look like a done deal now. And it's made its way to him. Mbappe! And a chance! Oh, it rattles the bar! Nedved. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Thuram is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Maldini. Ronaldinho. Good ball, good take. Now takes a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, superb reflexes from the keeper. And it's Vieira. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Couldn't squeeze it through. Ronaldinho. Nedved. A chance for a shot! Goal! It could be a lifeline! Two more needed! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. So is this the start of a comeback? And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Cantona. Skillfully. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Triol, all the way back. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. I think we're just about done here. Thuram. Pelé. Pass is just off target.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de
That looks a
compensação.
cracking ball. Real chance! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
It's Pelé! And that may well be that. That is that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Romario, Jim, he hardly needs any introduction, does he? He's been there, done it all at the very highest level.
Yeah, one of the most prolific...
It's Zico! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Cannavaro with the clearance. No way through, so back it comes. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to play it through. Ronaldo looking to get on the end of this. And this is Cruyff. Has a shot! Off the post! Well, there's the clearance. It's a really well-measured ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, such a clever touch. He's having a shot! Oh, easy pickings there. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Messi. Nedved. Threads one in. It's a promising position. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Cross flung in towards the middle. Milan have their second corner now. That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. So what can they make of this? Searching passes played there. Zico was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Romario receives it in a good position here. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's found a way through, delivers with whip. Zico! Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Messi, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Messi ready to try one. Messi! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
And it's Messi. Nedved. Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Zico. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's Zico. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Davids. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he's gone direct here. It's a searching pass. Oh, that was vital.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Nedved cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And here's Hullet. Hullet! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Foot in. Shot could be on. Chance, surely! He scores! AC Milan are all square. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce. They were
2
clinical
minutes
when the
has been
opportunity
indicated.
presented itself.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Closing in on goal. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Knocks it into space. Very nicely done. Davids. He's being urged to shoot.
Romario really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
In with the challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And Messi! Brilliant save from Buffon! Loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? Looking to go deep. Cleared away. And this is Messi. Now he's got space here. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Nice physical challenge. And that is a little undercooked. Tries to pass it through. Look at the space here. Chance for a shot! Goal, Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Great vision. Well read, and the danger is averted. Vieira. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 10, Messi. Number 23, Zico.
Yamal.
Number 25, Johan Cruyff. Number 3,
Curtis.
Franz Beckenbauer.
Well, that was well
Coming on the
positioned
field,
and well pitched.
number
They can't
20,
hurt with their
Mbappe.
backs to go.
Number 19, Yamal.
Davids
Number 5,
getting this one clear.
Pele. Number
Gerrard.
8, Panis. Number 4, Pirlo. Substitution in progress.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Cáceres. Decent progress down the left. Flings in across.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
So, third corner of the game. It's a mighty... Oh, it rattles the bar.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Gerrard. Corner number 4 coming up here. Climbs up big! He should have put that one away.
Rummenigge really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
5 minutes left on the clock. Pele! They've scored! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Mbappe gets into some space, and he's managed to get free.
Time.
He's in space and looking for options.
That's good defensive concentration.
Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
All hands on deck for this one. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And there goes the final whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly...